Welcome to this presentation for Up2Give. Our motto is, let's be different. At Up2Give, we have a strong moral, integral, and purpose-driven vision to change lives around the world through our ecosystem. We're standing on 4 pillars. The first is philanthropy. We are focused on creating a culture of worldwide giving. Education. Reward those who give while teaching them the value behind growing personally. Banking. Bank the unbanked through our giving. And personal causes. Create a social revolution of stories with people whose needs have been met through the Up2Give community. We have built a model where people from around the world can come together, get educated, banked, and skilled on the principles of philanthropy and EQ, emotional intelligence, while creating a culture of global giving. During the education process, we will be teaching members how to utilize one of our tools for giving called the Giving Box. This will allow us to fulfill the purpose of our core principles, as well as help contribute to the stories being shared in our community to engage the social revolution part of our culture. Here are some examples of target areas of focus. Education. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development found that 50% of U.S. adults can't read a book written at an 8th grade level. Lack of formal education results in lower earning power and serious threats to an individual's long-term well-being. Banking. Globally, about 1.7 billion adults remain unbanked without an account at a financial institution or through a mobile money provider. In 2014, that number was 2 billion. Health. Currently, nearly 1 billion people spend 10% of their household income or more on health expenses for themselves, a sick child, or another family member. As a matter of fact, we have almost 3.8 billion people around the globe that do not have access to basic health care. And housing. Currently, over 850 million people, more than the populations of the U.S. and the European Union combined, are living in informal settlements. So what is our ultimate goal? It's simply to empower you and people around the world to contribute toward anyone's cause in our ecosystem, whether it is to help achieve a goal that helps someone in your family, your church, your country, your community. It doesn't matter how big or small that vision or mission is. We will bring the nations together to help support those causes. And with our model being a model of philanthropy, we are confident that the Up2Give family will be there for you. Up2Give is a global correlation movement. So how does someone get educated in our ecosystem? We partner with a company called Success Training Institute. This is a cutting-edge soft skills training program that offers audio and video training so that you can have skills you can improve on in less than 10 minutes per day. Skills covering such things as leadership, customer service, professional development, personal development, sales, team building, HR management, management training, and much more. As a matter of fact, we also offer additional training courses that allow you to get certified in classes that cover improving your brand, self-discipline, goal setting, time management, maintaining focus, empathy, and social skills mastery, just to name a few. Also, we know that there's 1.7 billion people in the world who are currently unbanked. We partnered with a company called Ooh La La that's going to help you join the future of banking. This service is going to help you to be the first to send and receive money for a fraction of the cost, access to microcredit offers from your favorite retailers, pay bills with ease, build credit, enjoy online shopping, and take charge of your financial future with our exclusive Ooh La La partnership without the need of having a bank account. Ooh La La is a full-service financial solution designed to empower communities. This is how we are helping people get banked in our ecosystem. Ooh La La facilitates and accelerates financial inclusion with our blockchain-powered platform and app. Ooh La La builds a global credit score. You'll have access to virtual and physical payment cards, secure transactions, personalized offers, bill payments, and more. And we also have microcredit offers. Our microcredit marketplace helps users build their credit history, empowering the unbanked and underbanked community. Ooh La La's mission is to offer inexpensive financial services to this demographic, help establish a credit score which will enable them to participate in formal financial economy. And what are personal causes? You see, when you join Up2Give is a platform that allows you to share your own personal cause with the community and the masses, a cause that others have an opportunity to come help to make it a reality for you. For example, this cause, when you create it, is going to have a blog on Up2Give's website. that looks just like this: a title of your cause, an image of your cause, and a description of what your cause is all about. So an individual will be able to read the entire description, and they're going to have two choices at this point. Option 1, support justice cause and join Up2Give. That means that they can contribute to this cause and then also join the community and create a cause of their own. Or they have option number 2, be a part of Justice Story and contribute without joining Up2Give. So if the cause is moving to you, then you're able to contribute to it without having to be a part of our community, and everything that we do is in Bitcoin. We also have a section where you can see all of the community causes. At the time of this, we've got 27,000 plus causes and growing from all over the world in multiple languages. And whenever you refresh the website, new causes pop up so people can visit our website and contribute to whatever cause touches them. So how does someone get started? Well, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to set yourself up an account. Get back with whoever's sharing this with you. Set yourself up with an account. The cost of being a member is $32. You're going to upload your Bitcoin wallet. And the third thing you're going to do is you're going to share your story and create your own cause. The sign-up process and experience is very simple. Let's say you're Maria in California and she shares her link with John. The moment John clicks on her link, the first thing he will see is her story. Now, John is in London. Once John reads her story, at the end of the message, a pop-up saying, "John, will you like to be part of Maria's journey? Click here." Once John has clicked to join, the system will take him to the registration page where he can add his basic information. Now let's talk about John's experience. John now has 14 days free in the Up2Give community. So what does that mean? John has the opportunity to experience our back office and ecosystem. John could take the sample courses we have available in our Up2Give Academy portal, powered by Success Training Institute. John has enough time to decide to become a member or simply contribute to Maria's cause, because you have the option to simply contribute and not join the community. Now let's assume that John decides to join Maria's journey. John has before the 14th day midnight to pay a $32 member fee in Bitcoin for the activation of his education program at the Up2Give Academy. He's going to be able to create a story page, have a user link that he can share, and the moment he contributes to Up2Give causes during that same period of time, he becomes a ground zero member of the Giving Box. But how does Up2Give give back? You see, the more people who contribute to each other, the more we will contribute back. And our contributing happens in levels. When you complete level 3 in the Giving Box, Up2Give is going to give you a debit card to the users that you can start monetizing the Bitcoin that you've been given through our ecosystem. With this step of philanthropy, we will start to help change the banking crisis in the world, where so many people lack the opportunity to own a debit card. Also, we will make the service available for purchase if you do not wish to wait to receive it for free for a small setup fee, and this is our partnership with Ooh La La. When a person completes level 4, you will have the option of choosing from 12 different cause-driven programs. Once you have made the choice, you will follow the steps given in our back office, and a liaison will be assigned to you, and you will work together for approximately 45 days to create a story out of that cause, which we will then go viral with it. Up2Give will contribute on your behalf for reaching level 4, a maximum of $1,500 to that cause, fulfilling our social revolution part of our 4 pillars. When a person reaches level 5 of giving, Up2Give rewards them with an all-expense-paid trip to a recognition event where top speakers from around the world come to teach about leadership, philanthropy, finance, personal development, charitable causes. And when a person reaches level 6, Up2Give requires you to give 12.5% back to the community in the ecosystem. Level 6 in the Giving Box is the most critical level due to the amount of contributions given to your cause. We will require you to be walking hand in hand with Up2Give founding team to ensure that we maximize your giving potential. So how does Up2Give strive to be compliant? Well, number one, Up2Give does not touch the Bitcoins of anybody in the community. You've heard of companies out there that say, give us your Bitcoin, we're going to trade it or do something with it on your behalf, and we guarantee you 1 to 2% a day. Well, unfortunately, a lot of those companies end up running off with everybody's Bitcoin before you have a chance to withdraw. Giving here is done peer to peer. We're taking advantage of Bitcoin. It's like if you've ever gotten in an Uber or a Lyft before. That vehicle is owned by somebody else. If you've ever stayed in an Airbnb, the hotel's not owned by a hotel chain. That property is owned by somebody else. See, Bitcoin is taking advantage of three things: the fact that it's decentralized, it is also universal in value, and it's permissionless. So we only ask for a contribution of $32 a month so that we can operate as a company, and that goes to pay for your membership for Success Training Institute. Up2Give is also a major contributor in collective causes. And Up2Give is a giving model that, even for nonprofit identities such as churches, is presented as a revolution of offerings in the ministry. The more they give each other, the more they receive. So what do you receive for the $32 a month? An entire ecosystem that will allow you to share your story to the world through our Up2Give.com blog. Access to our global education community at the Up2Give Academy, powered by Success Training Institute. Access to bank the unbanked with our partner, Ooh La La. Access to the Giving Box, which will allow you to be part of our community blog and social revolution stories that are inspired by the members' philanthropical culture and cause-driven movement. And rewards for giving back to the community and their causes, which allows Up2Give to partner with you and create stories of our own when you start reaching level 4 and above. So how does the contributing actually work? Let's talk about the Giving Box. Remember our story about John? Well, John's story continues. John's going to contribute to Up2Give causes 0.005 Bitcoin. He followed all the steps and now shares his story. He shares his story with two individuals, Jorge and Rita. Jorge and Rita now decide to join the community. They're going to contribute 0.005 each to Up2Give causes. And what just happens for John is John now receives 0.01 Bitcoin from up to 16 different contributors in Up2Give. This is considered John's ground zero. If John wants to continue contributing and receiving, he will then contribute the 0.01 of a Bitcoin up to the people that Up2Give chooses to continue paying it forward to. This is done by system algorithm, which will allow John to start receiving contributions from his level 1 community members. Now let's talk about the ground zero community structure. Everybody receives a contribution. The entire ground zero global community of Up2Give will be structured in one community support line of giving, one under the other, to ensure that everyone receives some form of contribution for their cause. Now, contributions vary in amount due to participation. So let's see how this starts. You get started with Up2Give, you pay your $32 member fee, you create your cause, and you contribute 0.005 Bitcoin. That contribution is going to support 8 community causes all at once. The next thing that's going to happen is anybody in the company that joins after you, whether it's from you sharing, your enroller helping sharing, or somebody in a different country, it doesn't matter. They're going to fall under you in one community global line. Now, every time someone enters ground zero, they are placed into this global community line and then make a contribution. Their ground zero contribution is then entered into a special algorithm in which it is divided into 8 separate smaller contributions called fractional contributions that go towards 8 community causes in the global line above them. This means that every time someone contributes into ground zero, 8 causes above them receive a small amount of that contribution for their cause. In this way, each person benefits 8 others, leveraging the awesome power of our worldwide community to help more people receive support for their causes. All contributions will continue to be made in Bitcoin peer-to-peer as before. Those who share their cause with 2 or more people who join Up2Give and participate by making a ground zero contribution will receive a total of up to 16 fractional contributions from the global line and be qualified for moving into level 1 of the Giving Box, and that is a total of 0.01 Bitcoin. Those who share their cause with just 1 person who joins Up2Give and participates in ground zero by making a contribution will themselves receive up to 4 fractional contributions from the global line. And those who do not share their contribution and their Up2Give cause with anyone to participate in the ground zero giving box will receive up to 2 fractional contributions from the global line of members to help support their cause. Now, once you reach level 1, the same global community line goes into effect, but it starts all over because not everybody from ground zero may move to level 1. So the next person that gets to level 1 will fall under you in the entire company and community. So at level 1, you're qualified to receive up to 16 contributions. That equals 0.02 Bitcoin. You're going to contribute 0.01 Bitcoin, that's half, to be qualified to move up to level 2. On level 2, you're now going to receive up to 8 contributions that will equal 0.04 Bitcoin. What are you going to do? Contribute half of that back, 0.02 Bitcoin. Again, you notice a pattern here. You're going to contribute half of what you receive. On level 3, you're going to receive up to 8 contributions equaling 0.16 Bitcoin. This time you're going to contribute back 0.05. The whole point here is that the more that you contribute, the more you receive. Now understand, to be qualified to receive maximum contributions through every level, you need to have 2 personally enrolled that also reach that level. On level 4, you can receive up to 8 contributions totaling 0.8 Bitcoin. You're going to contribute back 0.25 Bitcoin. On level 5, you can receive up to 8 contributions, which equals a total of 8 Bitcoin. And you're going to contribute 1 whole Bitcoin back. And on level 6, you're going to receive up to 8 contributions equaling 64 Bitcoin. And you're going to contribute 12.5% back. See, a couple of other things you must understand about this is that yes, the more you contribute, the more you receive. And the people that are receiving the most are level 6, but the people who are contributing the most are also on level 6. The system, every 30 days, calendar days, which is the 15th of every month, will go through what we call a reset. And everybody goes back to ground zero, no matter what level you were at the previous month. Does this mean that you have to start all over? No. What this means is that everybody goes through the contributing each level. Think of it almost as a residual. So every month, whatever you received last month, if everybody remains active, you're going to receive again the new month. And within your first week, you're going to be able to build upon each level. Now, at this point, we thank you. We welcome you to the movement, and you've got 2 choices to make. The first choice is to get back to whoever invited you. Let them know whether you're in or you're out. If you're in, great, we welcome you. We'll get you plugged into our system and get you on your way. If this is not for you, we thank you for at least taking the time out of your schedule for listening to this, but at least do the person who shared this with you a favor and contribute to their cause, and check out our community causes and see if there's any other causes there that may touch your heart. Up2Give is about philanthropy, and it's about charity. As a disclaimer, Up2Give is a new opportunity with minimum data. No income claims are allowed, and your success depends on you. Thank you for listening. Until next time, bye-bye.